Royal fans have been left fuming after the Queen failed to mention Prince Harry and Meghan Markle in her Christmas address while praising Prince William and Kate. This year, Her Majesty delivered a moving traditional festive address as she spoke about spending the first Christmas without her beloved husband. In her festive address, the monarch paid tribute to Prince Charles and Camilla, as well as the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. Prince Harry, Meghan Markle have reportedly been joining in on efforts to help Queen Elizabeth during Christmas celebrations. Executive producer, Karene Barefield, spoke about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's intentions with the Queen and was quoted saying, "It's been very quiet on that front. I've tried to get some information about what they'll be doing, but from what I understand, they're just staying overseas. Again, it's sad because the Queen still hasn't met her great-grandchild. I can't imagine there won't be phone calls and Zoom calls. I'm sure they are going to speak to each other at some point. But yeah, definitely not seeing each other this year." However, there was no direct mention of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle as the Queen appeared to have snubbed the Sussexes overall. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex lost all their reputation after stepping down as senior working members of the royal family last year, and their tell-all Oprah interview added fuel to the flames. The 95-year-old monarch also did not mention Prince Andrew in her emotional broadcast. The Duke of York is currently battling a civil lawsuit filed in the U.S. which alleges that Epstein trafficking victim Virginia Roberts was forced to have sex with the senior royal on 3 occasions in 2001. During her broadcast to the nation, she did not share even a single word about the Sussexes' 6-month-old daughter Lilibet's first photo. In her speech, the 95-year-old monarch praised the work of her son Charles and grandson William for their environmental work, noting that they were admirably supported by Camilla and Catherine. The Queen lauded the Prince of Wales, his wife the Duchess of Cornwall, and the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge for their climate activism, while not making even a tactic mention of her middle son or the Sussexes. The Queen said, "I am proud beyond words that his, Philip's, pioneering work has been taken on and magnified by our eldest son Charles and his eldest son William, admirably supported by Camilla and Catherine, most recently at the COP Climate Change Summit in Glasgow." She said, "We see our own children and their families embrace the roles, traditions and values that mean so much to us, as these are passed from one generation to the next, sometimes being updated for changing times. I see it in my own family and it is a source of great happiness." Reports of a rift have been growing since the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's interview with Oprah Winfrey last year, in which Prince Harry said there was space between himself and his older brother. This festive season is the first since the monarch said goodbye to her husband of more than 70 years in a service in St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle. Coronavirus restrictions in place at the time meant that the Queen sat alone, a poignant reminder of how she would spend her life going forward. While COVID again means we can't celebrate quite as we may have wished, we can still enjoy the many happy traditions, be it the singing of carols, as long as the tune is well known, decorating the tree, giving and receiving presents, or watching a favorite film where we already know the ending, she said. It's no surprise that families so often treasure their Christmas routines. As the highly transmissible Omicron coronavirus variant spreads rapidly across their UK, the 95-year-old Queen has decided not to spend Christmas at Sandringham, the royal estate in eastern England where she traditionally spends the festive season with family. The palace said Monday that the Queen would spend the holidays at Windsor Castle, west of London, where she has remained throughout most of the pandemic.